What's going on, guys? It's Jordan back today on this wonderful Christmas Eve. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. You guys can see my Christmas outfit laid out on the bed right over there, so just ignore that. But in today's video, we're going to take a look at Chainlink, and we're going to take a look at the Fractal right here that we've been looking at for the last couple Chainlink videos. And we're also going to take a look at the Chainlink Bitcoin ratio and the short-term time frame to see if we can have any clues of what is going on with Chainlink in the next couple weeks. So you guys can see we have this Chainlink Fractal that we talked about in depth in my last Chainlink video. So if you want to know what that is about, go check out that video after you watch this video. But you guys can see the resemblance of the three consolidation periods that we have had for Chainlink in between each major pump, right? So you guys can see we have this support level down here, which we got 3 touches on the bottom each time, right? So far we've had 2, and then we obviously have our blow off top, which is the red box, and we have our second little impulse, which is the orange box, right? So now that we say that, right, let's look at what I think is going to happen next. So after we get that orange box, we usually go back down and retest the support for the third time. Now we don't have to come all the way down to touch support. You guys can see this one didn't come all the way down, but we still made a third low, just like we did here, right? We made 3 lows, and then we ended up eventually going to retest the top of the resistance line here. Obviously, we had the major crash we had it back in March, so this kind of threw off this one here a little bit. It probably would have went, something more like this if we didn't have this craziness, crazy pump and crash back we had in March. But nonetheless, you guys can see what I'm talking about. So if this were to continue to play out, guys, we would come back down and retest this support line or close to the support line again, right? So what I'm actually seeing here is we're getting at like an upslope of support and resistance. If we come back over here, guys, you guys can see, if I can get this tool out here, we're kind of making this upwards support, right? So this could, in theory, be close to the bottom here, and we could actually be making that third, this third green box maybe somewhere closer to up here, kind of more similar to what we had up here, where we had an upward sloping support line, more than a kind of horizontal support line. But it could be something like that. Obviously we still could we could still come down to retest that purple line again, just like we did down here 3 times. Obviously we had it 4 times because of the March crash, but we still could, it's still really realistic that we could come down and retest this purple line again before going up and retesting the top. Now, this is still playing out perfectly because you guys can see after we get the orange box here, every time we come back down and make that third one. So orange box, third, and now we have the orange box, and now we're coming back down to make a third, whether it's somewhere up here or down here at the purple purple support, sorry. And both times we get that third box, we go up and retest the top of the resistance and eventually break through it at each and every time, right? So I'm expecting something the same within the next couple months. We actually go and break this top support over the next couple months, right, guys? I don't think this is going to happen next week. Based on this fractal, this every time we bottom out, if we look here, every time we bottom out, this one took about 180 days, so that's about 6 months. And if we look at this one, once we bottomed out again, this one took to break, same thing, guys, 180 days. So about 6 months from when we bottom out here for the third time. That's usually when we start taking off. So we're looking at about June of next year. Now, I think this bull market is going to be a little bit different, and I don't think it's going to take 6 months for Chainlink to really start moving. But, I mean, that wouldn't be the end of the world, because if we bottomed out at the purple line and went all the way back up again, that's 160% before breaking up. So it's still a great return on Chainlink, even when we just go to the bottom purple line to the top. So we're going to switch on over to this chart here, and this is just a quick overview of the short-term time frame for Chainlink. This is the 4-hour time frame, obviously, and we're just in this symmetrical triangle that I think, based on the fractal that we have here, has a high chance of breaking down to the downside, right? But with the bullish fundamentals and everything going on with crypto right now, minus the crazy Ripple XRP fiasco that we're going to talk about in a video later on this week. Everything's pretty bullish. So a breakdown to the downside here would make some sense. Maybe we come back down and retest. Over time, we come back down and make a third low on the daily chart. Somewhere around that $7 mark would probably be my downwards target here. Somewhere in here, just a lot of confluence back here. Obviously, our low back here in September. So that would be my my downwards target. I don't think we go below $7 minus some crazy flash crash like we had in March. And obviously, we could break up to the upside here and retest the over time, bounce around here, bounce around up to the top, and eventually retest our old all-time high up near $20. So that's kind of the short-term outlook. Just make sure you guys chart the symmetrical triangle on your charts. Whether we go up and down, both are very, very possible because of the fundamentals that are going on in the crypto market at the time, right? So real quick, guys, we're going to take a look at the Chainlink Bitcoin ratio because I'm seeing a lot of things here on the daily chart. We could just be, forming a support and resistance. Now, this is looking pretty ugly, right, guys? This is not looking bullish for Chainlink right now because we obviously broke this long-term support line that we kept testing all throughout Chainlink's bull market. And then we broke through it. And if we actually zoom in closer here, not only did we break through it, we came back and tested it as resistance and then continued back down. So that's very bearish for the Chainlink Bitcoin ratio. Obviously, Bitcoin is kind of outpacing most things right now. So that's not very surprising. We could just be kind of doing a support and resistance flip. You guys look all the way up. We obviously had our all-time high here. We came up, came back down, and touched it as support. We pumped up again, came back down, touched our last all-time high as support. Pumped up again, right? Eventually broke through it, came back down, and tested this all-time high as support. And now we pump back up, and maybe we're just coming back down to retest this area as support before continuing up. So that's very, very possible. So, either way, you could look at this as a bullish support resistance flip or a bearish resistance, into support flip. So both scenarios could happen, guys. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what I'm seeing on Chainlink today on Christmas Eve. So it's going to be a little bit of a quicker video today, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm not going to be making a video tomorrow. I'm going to be taking tomorrow off, just kind of, reset everything, enjoy the holiday. They get the Celtics game on at 5 o'clock. Just a lot of things going on tomorrow. So I'll see you guys on the 26th. I hope you guys have a fantastic Christmas. I want you guys to take this time and not stare at the charts all day tomorrow, right? Don't stare at the charts all day tomorrow. Enjoy time, whether it's, you're FaceTiming your family, you're seeing your close relatives, whatever you guys are doing, just take the time to enjoy the loved ones, because we don't know when we can see a lot of them, and just the craziness that we've had this year. It just remember to, spend time with the people that really matter in your life and really make a difference in your life, and just make sure you're not glued to your phone, just checking the charts, because at the end of the day, most of it's not going to matter until the end of around this time next year. That's the exciting part. So just put the phone down, put the charts down, enjoy your day tomorrow, guys. So I'll see you guys in 2 days.